only option is to return to God and confess their sins. Without that, Biafra is going to make Nigerians themselves, denounce Nigeria. That's what it is. It's not a joke. Either by omission or commission, one day it will happen. The sovereignty, the 40 state, the sovereignty of that kingdom. I'm not talking about coming to Biafra and you come with whatever. Already, we have seen a lot of people like Elon Musk are giving support. A lot of billionaires, American billionaires, are giving support. We don't need the whole world. We don't need all the countries of the whole world to back Biafra. All we need is that we can be recognized, even at the United Nations Photo Security Council meeting. We just need America. We just need an Israeli support.
Lobbyists finally met with U.S. lawmaker working for Donald Trump and the United States of America, and also met with U.S. Congress members as regards the declaration of Biafra and the independence. They say it's our time the U.S. government, and the world leaders recognize Biafra. What's your take as regards?
Let me quote from Ogetuku Nkere. Yes. If you look at what is a silent achiever, is a man who is silently working towards the restoration and recognition of the Jewish black nation in Africa. And if you look at the perspective he is coming from, he has had the will to attract the Speaker of the U.S. Congress, Mike Johnson, to it. He has also brought Mike Robin to it. He has brought so many people, to the platform of agitation for the Republic of Biafra. And like somebody was saying this morning, there's no other way out to get the American solidarity to the Biafran recognition is by doing what the Biafran government in exile knows how best to do. Without it, we'll continue to have some certain, a hitch in the course of trying to make sure that we restore the most populous, Jewish nation in Africa. Biafra is going to come by a way of, mystery, like Donald Trump will put it. By the time he is done with Nigeria, Nigeria will understand that, the Biafrans all over the world who have faced injustice, especially in Nigeria, are given the recent revelation coming from, the book written by the evil, self-acclaimed evil genius himself. Of course, Maradona. I'm talking about Ibrahim Bandamasi Babangida. Everything that has transpired with that in that era, the Igbos, that book has vindicated the Igbo, from the propaganda being spread as at that time that one, it was an Igbo a cube. The cube was an Igbo cube. You understand the Aburi factor? How Gowon, was not able to complement the issue of Aburi. It was stated in a way, and that is what is attracting the American government interest. And these things could be tendered as evidence before the congressmen to look into the struggle of 1953 to date. That's how many years now? I'm talking about over 70 years of continuous massacre of the people of Middle Belt, continuous massacre of the Igbo people, continuous massacre of Nigerians by whatever that is behind it, whether it is British engineered, whether it is conquest engineered, whether it is an Arab sponsorship, whatever it is. The only barrier that the American government is looking at the moment to stop this unwanted conquest agenda that is going on in Africa, and especially West Africa, is for them to establish a sovereign Jewish black state called Biafra. That's the only thing, and the world needs peace. If the United Nations can be serious about what we are talking about and know that this is not a child's play, this is a reality of humanity. This has become something that People have come to understand, this has even been testified by the enemies of Biafra themselves, that the Igbos are not killers and Igbos are not behind the deterioration of Nigeria, that Igbos are not behind what, I think these are the main actors as at that time. Gowon is still alive, even though Gowon has refused to publish the report of the Aburi, which was what IBB is talking about. He refused to publish the report of the Aburi. He refused to make it public. And he refused, on that note again, whether he's been influenced by the British system already, to stop the killing before the war. You can see how the Fulanis used Gowon to achieve unnecessary aim, and I should also blame the British tabloid, the BBC, for tagging that coup, an Igbo coup, because that was what took the life of over 66 million Igbos, because of that single mistake. But the actors have come out to say it clearly that it wasn't an Igbo coup. It was only 2 Igbos. The rest are Yorubas and Northerners. Then how come you were able to tag it an Igbo coup? And that was how led to the program, the killing of Agui Ironsi. And fortunately too, it was an Igbo man that stopped the coup. And IBB, whether he's been honest to himself or not, but to an extent, a lot of people have agreed with him on that angle. The only problem we are having is based on the issue that has surrounding June 12 or thereabout, which was also a multiplying effect of 1953 and 1967. What happened to Abiola was not something of that recent at that time, 1993. It was a multiplying effect of what has transpired in the past. Imagine an Igbo man engaged in sacrificing his life to make Awolowo president. But today, the Igbos became victims of their own sacrifice. And that is the essence, that it is going to be tendered before the global world as an evidence, and the necessity for the American government to look into this in perspectively, considering the fact that over 6-7 million Christians have been murdered because there's no nation, there's no country they can call their own. There's no sovereignty that can protect the Christian kingdom within West Africa and Nigeria especially. The only Christian nation that can do that, the only powerful force recognized by the world that can do that, the only sovereignty that can protect Christians in Nigeria is when American government are able to recognize the state of Biafra. And tell me, that is what they're going to do at the end of the day. It is not going to be far-fetched. All the people that are standing up against the reality of what is to come, and don't be surprised, you are going to see that 70% of Black Americans are going to be part of Biafra when the Biafra come. The likes of Rihanna, them, Cardi B, name them, the hierarchy of Snoop Dogg, so many actors and actresses that have associated themselves with the Unwa agenda. You know what the meaning of Unwa? Niggas with that attitude. That's what they call themselves. Because they know they are blacks and they are looking for a black kingdom where they can proudly say that yes, that the black man has been able to champion and develop a kingdom that them who are also there can be proud of, they can be proud to relocate to and sit down and say, okay, this is what it is. That is what we are talking about. And the Americans will be happy to see some blacks coming to identify, to build a nation that is Israeli-like, that will have American support, that will have the Jewish support like the Israel, and they have other country support. Nigeria has become a scam to the detriment of those who want to advance beyond where they are. And Nigeria has continued to take Igbo man backwards. That's the reality on the matter. And the continuous killing, because what they are looking at now as you are bringing herdsmen to murder people without any provocation. And you think that the world is not taking note. When Israel retaliated against Hamas, a lot of people thought that people were not taking notes. They were not taking stock of the development. But you can see at one shot, Canada was able to, strike the entire federal government, and all of them are in disarray. And the only umbrella they're going to have now is to run into IBB. I'm getting to IBB now. IBB disgraced them. So basically, they are looking for where to hide. The only option, if I can take from one of my friends from Middlebelt, Paul, the only option is to return to God and confess their sins. Without that, Biafra is going to make Nigerians themselves, denounce Nigeria. That's what it is. It's not a joke. Either by omission or commission, one day it will happen. The sovereignty, the 40 state, the sovereignty of that kingdom. Yeah, I'm not thinking about coming to Biafra and you come with whatever. Already, we have seen a lot of people like Elon Musk are giving support. A lot of billionaires, American billionaires are giving support. We don't need the whole world. We don't need all the countries of the whole world to back Biafra. All we need is that we can be recognized even at the United Nations Photo Security Council meeting. We just need America. We just need an Israeli support, to get started. That's all we need. The Igbo tribe, the Igbo nation, the Biafran kingdom cannot go into extinction because we are protecting the sovereignty and the creation of humanity. We are not against humanity. We are not against existence. It is godly. God has made it the way it is. We don't raise our hand against anybody. We don't raise, in any form, be it religious, be it whatever it is. The Biafrans are not killers. What have transpired and led to the war has been revealed now. It's left for the world to judge. It's left for Nigeria also to judge. Because even if at the end of the day, making an Igbo man a president is not going to solve this issue, because Nigeria will continue to happen to the Nigerians themselves. If Nigeria has never happened to you, bros, pray and celebrate and thank God. The day Nigeria happens to you, you will know what I'm talking about. And we Biafrans, we are not going to wait until Nigeria happens to us. We are ready to define ourselves, start from the scratch once again, and begin to develop our nation called Biafra, a kingdom, the fourth kingdom on earth. That's what the Bible says.
Okay, but with this now, do you think that after this meeting now, a lot of people are expecting, the next step to be, the American government coming out fully to finally recognize, the Biafra nation, but do you think that, after this restoration, what do you think that the Biafra government will do different from what the Nigerian government is doing?
There's going to be a lot of difference. The ingenuity of a black man, of an Igbo man, is not questionable. It's unparalleled. What the Igbos can do. You can imagine people that have not been in government, they have not enjoyed any government presence, they have not been in anything president, they have not occupied any sensitive position, they have not even made any government top position in this country for the last 70 years. But still, the Igbo people have the highest number of billionaires around the world. And that is why they are being studied now as a course. If you can go there and study Igbo apprenticeship in any school you want, they will teach you. Yes, because the multiplying effect alone has the potential to give any kingdom, any kindred, any nation, any community, any state 5 billionaires in less than 5 years. Multiply it by 10 years. Then in the next 10 years, each community will be able to be producing how many billionaires? That's what it means. That's a concept. You cannot find this kind of idea in any tribe in Africa. They built it under sweat. They built it under sun. They built it under harsh situation. They discovered themselves as a result of necessity, triggered by the demonic attitude and establishment called Nigeria. What Okechukwu Ekere is trying to do at this point is what we have been advocating for. It's not a matter of killing. We don't need to kill anybody in the East to establish Biafra. All we need is to extend solidarity. Solidarity. Anywhere you find yourself, solidarity. See reasons why this particular race, this particular tribe need to be protected. And the world is seeing reasons for that. As simple as that. That's what they are doing in the United States of America. And that's what they will continue to do at the end of the day. So it is not something surprise to anybody, but it is something that whose time has come. And I can assure you that in the first phase of Biafran development, we are going to have 15 stadia. Some of them are going to be located at the Atlantic Ocean. Some of them are going to be located at different places. Some of them are going to be established. But I can tell you, the level of development in the next 5 years will equate to that of Dubai in just 5 years. Thank you.
And for that reason, Tinubu, we sent you a letter of acknowledgement. So if you like, acknowledge it. If you like, don't acknowledge it. It will not affect us in any way. But we are following the right template so that when the world asks us, we know we will produce evidence and show to them. Now, the National Assembly is no more speaking. The government house is no more speaking. Biafrans, I tell you, we are winning the surrogates for the Prime Minister of the Biafran government. Now, any other people or persons parading themselves as the acting Prime Minister or the Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile, they are not working for the United States of Biafra. Biafrans, I want you to ask these individuals a question, that what documents have you to present to Biafrans, to present to the world as the Prime Minister? These people are people that were paid to come and discuss what we were doing and to stop real declaration of Biafra in Finland. Nigerian terrorist government headed by Tinubu paid these individuals money to spoil what we are doing. And today, that is in the public domain, but we are here to make sure that they do not come and deceive Biafrans. The only legitimate government as we speak is the United States of Biafra, and it is only one government. We do not run a parallel government in the United States of Biafra. And the Deputy Prime Minister remains as today Madam Dr. Ngozi Orebowese, Her Excellency. So on this note, I want you guys to understand that these are the people heading our new nation, 3 months old in some few days to come, and 3 leaders we have as we speak. 2 is not around. 1 is kidnapped from Kenya, who is our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Our Prime Minister is being called for questioning by the Finnish authority. And Biafran, this questioning that they called our Prime Minister is even very good, because at the end of the day, Nigeria and other country would not have any reason to call Finland. I want to promise and put it out there, despite Finland has not completely let our Prime Minister to speak with us, does not mean that they have sold out. They are trying to save their head, and they are trying to as well save our Prime Minister. Because the allegations that was brought by these cultural individuals were very weighty. And I must say the truth, that they were very weighty indeed. They were very weighty allegation indeed. But the truth remains that the Nigerian terrorist government knows that what they brought was lies, all false. So they have not been in Finland to defend any of these allegations. That is very good, because up to today, our Prime Minister has not been found guilty of any crime. So please give them the time to do more and dig more investigation, because they are not going to come out with anything substantial. As long as it's Nigeria, I beat my chest on that. Thank you, Biafrans. And good news again, the Department of State of United States of America has recognized the United State of Biafra. That is a very welcome development, and the zoo is quacking. The zoo cannot sleep. Tinubu has not slept since the news came out, and even up to tomorrow he's not going to be sleeping because more is still coming. Christopher Musa, I want to tell you today, you are being defeated, and you will continue to be defeated in our land by every means necessary. All our people that you killed from December till this February that we are in, believe you me, if your army still remains in our land after 60 days, indeed, there must be a magician to have still remained there. We are saying this because we are going through the normal route to get our freedom, and we sent the illegitimate president of Nigeria a document to acknowledge us to leave because we are terrorists and we don't want to terrorize Nigeria again and their citizens. So we need to leave and go and terrorize the United States of Biafra. And for that reason, Tinubu, we sent you a letter of acknowledgement. So if you like, acknowledge it. If you like, don't acknowledge it. It will not affect us in any way. But we are following the right template so that when the world asks us, we know we will produce evidence and show to them. Now, the National Assembly is no more speaking. The government house is no more speaking. Biafrans, I tell you, we are winning these people. We are winning this terrorist government of Nigeria. They thought they could intimidate us. They thought they could fight us and suppress us by every means necessary, by forcing us to become an Islamic state. They thought they would have done it by gun and bullets. But now what is happening? Musa is getting the message right today. And we are very happy for what is happening on how Donald Trump is exposing Nigeria, and he will continue to expose them. If Tinubu does not go to jail in this time around, I will know what caused it. Very corrupt man indeed. Tinubu is very, very corrupt. Highly corrupt. He's a corrupt man. Very corrupt indeed. And for those of you that will come here and we call us online government, online country, online whatever, brothers and sisters, wait until we finish our online shenanigans. Then you will know that we know what we are doing. The government knows what they are doing. Again, Biafrans, I want to tell you that there is only one government. There is only one government, and that government, as we speak, is headed by Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Arabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Biafran government. As we speak, please, any other government, I don't know about them. Any other government is fake. Any other people that say they are other government from which side, they are fake. Do not listen to them.